Hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and good morning everyone. So before we do anything else, let's go ahead and get us queued up. It's time. I think we're going to go ahead and run a leveling dungeon. It'll take 10 minutes to get in, so 14 minutes apparently. So. While we do wait, I just want to do a quick little status update about how my character's doing. So, these are our classes. We've got a couple that we pushed forward, Scholar and Summoner, of course, because they share next people, and Pugilist. And we are in the middle of pushing up our Bard, and we intend to do the next set of MSQ on our Bard. We have several other classes that have kind of fallen behind: Gladiator, Marauder, Lancer. Rogue is the baby of the group. We started them latest. They're really close to level 20 though. We could probably push them up pretty quick and get them the next set of hunts. But it's becoming increasingly clear that those hunts are not enough to push to the next tier. Like 1 to 10, you could do that purely through hunts. And then 10 to 20, it seemed like it gets you around to level 18 or 19. Like doing just the hunts pushes you up most of the way. 20 to 30, you get maybe 26, 27 just from doing hunts. But in the 30s, you get like 4 levels. You get maybe to 34, maybe to 33. So I am expecting that to continue as we go along. So we need to find other things to make up the difference. We've been doing side quests, and unfortunately, I think that we've cleared pretty much every side quest below 35, like that I'm aware of. We've gone back through all the old zones and just knocked them out whenever we could. And we still have some things to do in Kurthis, but it's all level 38 plus. There might be a few other zones where there's a few things, like maybe in Upper Lenoskia or something, or Outer Lenoskia. I think that we'd have to a few things there. But for the most part, we don't have anywhere else to level beyond class quests and hunts. So I think that increasingly, as we go, we're going to turn to dungeons to help our secondary classes push forward. Our Lancers, our Rogues, as we finish up our hunts, we'll try to get... Maybe we'll actually push to the middle of the range first. That way it's a bit easier to do some of the hunts. I don't know. But I think, yeah, we're going to start taking advantage of the daily leveling. Maybe even do more dungeons beyond daily leveling. It's still good XP. Just to get some classes up. I mean, I can see right now we could probably make something happen with our White Mage. Like, we could probably run around and do some hunts with them and our Marauder. Anyway, in terms of our crafting, we're in better shape. Everything is pushed up to level 30 now, at least. We just finally got our Alchemist up. We do need to keep on working on them. And Culinarian, of course, it was the late comer. They showed up after, and we need to keep pushing them up. Goldsmithing has bizarrely been more difficult to level, and I'm not quite sure why. We've been doing the same quest for goldsmithing that we do for armorer and blacksmith. It just... I don't know. It seems like... Maybe goldsmithing doesn't have as many intermediate components, or something, because we just don't seem to have leveled it up as much as the rest. So yeah, some focus on goldsmithing, alchemy, and culinarian is warranted. In terms of our gathering professions, they're well up there. Like, we're about to hit caps on both mining and botany. Fishing has fallen behind. We're going to need to have a fishing day at some point and just, start filling in data. Especially the data. I mean, we just... For gathering, they tell you where everything is. You can see all the stuff, and you can see, oh, I haven't gotten a few of these things. And I probably do need to get these things at some point. I guess it doesn't fill in the hidden ones, but, all this stuff, it's there. We just need to go find it. It's not telling me where it is. It's at some of these, their special nodes. Anyway, but for fishing... For fishing, we have no idea. Like, all we know is that there's undiscovered holes around here somewhere. And they have undiscovered fish. We don't even know what time restrictions, weather restrictions, and special restrictions there are for this. And we have so many of these just completely undiscovered. We just need to run around and start fishing them everywhere. And start knocking out some of these fish. It does seem that if you know a fish, if you've discovered a fish anywhere, then you've discovered it everywhere. So, like, as soon as you've caught, I don't know, the Leminsian smelt, then wherever you can catch a Leminsian smelt, it'll already be revealed. You don't have to catch it in multiple places. But, I don't know, I feel like our data is really lacking on fishing right now. We also have several of these on all of our classes. We have their level 25, level 30. They're divisible by 5 level quests. Not done. Anyway, we still have another 10 minutes to our dungeon. Let's go ahead and start doing this quest. We can't turn it in yet, but we can at least get it going. A moment, if you will. You're the adventurer who cleared Lord Francel's good name, are you not? Allow me to thank you. His lordship is House Hallinart, you see. Unjust it is that he was born under a waning moon. Yet what was thin must eventually grow fat again. I would thank Lord Haurchefant as well, but I should not like to be seen as currying favor either for myself or for my house. I would present him with a gift under your name. I have selected a bottle of nectar for his lordship. Collect it from the wine cellar downstairs and deliver it to the kitchen. Not there. That's an interesting idea, that you want to give someone a gift, but you don't want them to know that it was you. Because you don't want to be seen as currying favor. So you just have an anonymous gift sent to someone. Interesting. I must be rising in this world to have the custom of the most famous adventurer of these parts. How may I serve? Sir Aurel sent you, of course. Here's the bottle she ordered. A fine choice, if I may say so. This nectar was mixed with the blessed waters of the weeping saint. Sweet and iceless, even in deep winter. It was no mean feat procuring such a choice liquor with the road snowbound, but I aim to please. And that's it. We can't do it. Never mind. I was hoping this would send us out into the world. But, yeah, we gotta wait. Well, that's a shame. What should we do for 10 minutes? Maybe this fate? No, a level 39 fate, that's beyond us. Someone's progressing it, though, so maybe we can jump in, get a few hits. I'm helping! What happened to my bird? Awesome. Free XP. They must have had like an AoE or something. Look at that. of those level 50 targets. Yeah. Ooh, there's a big thing. I'm gonna help again. This seems more of a challenge. How'd you pull the chinchilla onto you, man? Oh, we have ads too. Oh dear. Yeah, this let it reset, I think. Pourquoi? No fate surround. Oh, there's one over here. Level 49. Yeah, not for us. Let's see if maybe they engage it again. Are they fighting? I see little sparks. No. Well, I certainly don't think we can take that on ourselves. Am I even recording? I am good. It's 1, 2, 3, 4! 12:34 into this recording. We're number 2 on the list, so we're gonna be heading out in any moment. Next dungeon is ours. I kinda hope it's a long thing, rather than just, you know, Ifrit. Although I haven't looked at the comparing, you know, the XP you get from each, so maybe I'm wrong. What we doing? Tamtera. With a Lancer, I don't know what that icon means, and a Conjurer, I believe. Yeah, I'm not sure what our tank is. Maybe that's... I don't know. It's one of the advanced jobs. The one that makes the floor all messy. Dark Knight. So I know that Lancer does not have an AoE at this point, so they're just single targeting each of the enemies down. I assume that the Dark Knight does, and we do. So I think we're going to be able to have to carry some AoE to this one. I have aggro on something. Dude, bring it in. Oh, he was on me anyway. Oops. What do I have there? Warden's name. I forgot. I wanted to put... limit break on my barge. Where is that? I don't see it. We'll do it some other time. Listen to me spamming that button. I don't think anyone's looted anything. I think we just walked by the chest. Whoops. I'm being a problem DPS, aren't I? I'm requiring so much healing. Limit break. There it is. Thank you for group, that's what it means. TYFG. Thank you, FS. What would the S be in that case? Thank you for sharing? Oh no. Anyway, we ended up at level 39, which is what our goal was. Thank you for S. Don't know. Sweet goddess, Deniphan's joy. Haven't seen one of those upon the sideboard for many a good moon. This is too rich for your purse, I'd wager. It must be from Arel? I guessed well, did I not? The high houses of Ishgard are descended from the heroes who stood with Haldreth, the first Azure Dragoon. They are like brothers, Lord Hashafant says. They bicker ceaselessly, but they must remember to hold fast to one another when the safety of Ishgard is at stake. Thank you for delivering this, and serving as Sir Arel's decoy. Lord Hashafant has been quite deprived of his favorite indulgence, since the cold grew so fierce. A great dragon approaches! We do this? It's level 38. Have you heard of the dragon Savara? Of course you have. Ain't a man alive who hasn't heard of it. That curse of a name. Oh. You have to go all the way north? Eh. No. If someone else were doing it, I'd bother, but I'd rather just go and do the MSQ, right? We can do MSQ now, right? No, it's level 40. Oh, we need one more. We have some side quests we could be doing, but let's go ahead and just do another dungeon. Maybe we can do a side quest or two while we wait. What's this icon? Or is it a structure? Yeah, it's a structure. It's the tower. The entrance blocked. If we can, I prefer to leave some quests for the rest of the group. Because this is that hard part, you know, like where you've used up all your hunts and can't do anything but quest or dungeon. Maybe we'll try to do the MSQ and see when it stops us. It might be right after this one. Got a thing right here. It's progressing. But it might just be NPCs. Hey, we can help. Oh, I got a new ability. What is that? barrage. We'll look at that in a moment. I gotta admit, this Bard feels kind of lazy. No positional requirements, long range, no cast times. You're just sit here firing arrows into the crowd. I wouldn't mind if there was something more that caused me to not have to move around a bit. Like maybe I need to place traps or something like that. Something of that sort. Just to get me to run in now and then and run back out. Here, let's see if it lets me take it. Or whether I do need to wait. I'm betting it's gonna make me wait. Need to deal with that Inquisitor. No, it lets me take it. Before we can persuade Lord Drillamon to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guilhem that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Curthis. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with people. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. I don't want to grab these quests. I just want to do this one. Okay. Inquisitor Guilhem. Of course I know him. Alas, I've not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front, several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day. I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette, illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later, in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guilhem rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, madam, and I hope one day to repay his kindness. Inquisitor Guilhem, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. We'll have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I'll not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. Fair enough. Stay true to your faith, sister. Oh wait, I was gonna look up that ability. Barrage. Triples the number of strikes for a single target weapon skill. For one shot. So, and grants straight shot ready. So basically, it gives me a guaranteed heavy straight shot. Okay, that's not the place where we're going to want it, but we're low on space. I'm going to need to come up with a better scheme. Like, we're going to have to start using these to use my abilities. I'm thinking a long-term cooldown need to be on this back, what's it called? But then we're going to need something to show them. And I kind of want to get rid of that. I want them to both be the same. Right. So what I'm doing is, right, if I hit left bumper, I get these abilities. If I hit right bumper, I get these abilities. If I hit right and then left, I get this. If I hit left and then right, I get this. I want to make it so that either way I get the same thing. And I'm going to put things there and then have them visible. Visible. Yeah. Okay. But either way, let's continue with this for now. Under Inquisitor Guillem's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. I guess he's doing a good job then. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. The Holy See has decreed the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Hallone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Now, I was hoping that guy would be willing to help us, because we did quest for him. And we can't turn this into Alpha. And let me take the quest, but not finish it. You must be level 40. I mean, technically we could switch to a minor and turn it in, but that would be bad. Because then we can't do the next one, and then the next one, and so on. But anyway. Let's figure out what I was talking about. So can I want to mess with my HUD. Or at least with my configuration? So let's turn off all these shared bars. Like, I never want to share a bar. Okay. Just a moment. I don't want to mess with this because I'm worried I'll mess up my bar. So discard all those changes. I thought we had like 10 minutes left, but I'll take it. What are we doing today? We're doing Halalalai. With another bard who's like way high level compared to me. Oh, I hate these direct comparisons. drag this Rash to the loss. That's great. You deal with that. I'll kill these. Not very well. He's using Feel-A-Ton a lot more than I am. Like, I'm assuming we're in combat, so it won't matter. But maybe I'm wrong? Maybe people are not quite in combat yet? Maybe the healer's not in combat? Maybe it's just good habits? Wow, he's way up there. So yeah, that's cool. So like, there's multiple of our poison buffs on it, see? But one of them has green text and one doesn't. The green text is mine. So he refreshed his better than me. Then I. Don't go out there, man. It's poison. Wow, he refreshed it right as it wore off. That's some nice discipline. I mean, you know, the boss was about to die, but still. That's a bard that's been playing the class for a while. The refresh of 45-second buff at the last second. Go, dude! Healer, you need to catch up. Oops, I pulled. Here, what do we get for loot? Greet it. Greet it all. Read all the things. I'll let him handle the LB. Whoa! What? Oh, I won a rule. Yeah, this guy's on top of things. He's like getting all the Dalmaticas too. Or Damantius. Nazius. I don't even have my buff up. There we go. There's no party members. They all left already. Oh my god. Sure. In the time it takes me to close the cutscene, the group has already ended. Oh, that wasn't enough for a level either. That's a shame. I guess we're gonna actually have to do side quests. It's surprising to me how rushed those are. A word, if I may, adventure. As much as it pains me to say this, I must. Go to the gates of judgment, deliver a petition to Sir Marceline. Tell him we need reinforcements. The common folk are toil-worn from the constant skirmishes with the dragons, and the mood grows dark in the front. We teeter on the knife edge, and will surely fail. All. The poor soul, she has a betrothed, yet she will die without hearing his voice speak the words of passing. He deserted, you see, on the eve of a battle with the dragons. He now languishes in the dungeons. I cannot give her more time, not with such medicines as I possess. At the very least, take word to her love, that he might say such prayers as he is able. That's a bleak quest. Your fiancée is dying. It sucks you can't go and help her, but you're in jail because you deserted. Adventurer, I claim your time in the name of the Holy See. Search the body downstairs for personal effects and deliver the lot to the gates of judgment. He was a heretic in life, you need not be gentle. Usually we leave the carcass for the crows, but as you well know, there's been some trouble of late, and now we're told to rifle through these lousy pockets. Low work it is, and I'll leave it to you. You'll find naught but nits, I'll warrant. But yeah, playing with someone else of the same class, alongside them, that is definitely something that helps you along, you know? It definitely informs your playstyle. What could an adventurer want with a man whose purse is empty and name besmirched? What? The words of passing? No, they said she was on the mend. If you ever loved, hear me. There's something hid in the forest southeast of here. You shall know it by the sign. Take it to the Kyurgeon, I beg you. There's a quest right here. I just not seen it. Ah, you. Do you see? Do you see the great dragons? Dervanius Mundi has risen. Bend the knee, bondswoman, before our righteous conquerors. They sent you, I know. A slave or a servant. A slave or a servant, those are the choices. So many voices. I must make an offering. Quickly, tell the slave Ferdalai to send a fatted calf. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. You're a bad person. Or at least you're in jail, and you seem insane. Boyle wants another sacrifice, eh? That crazy, unbelieving son of a troll. He won't shut up when he gets in this state. Makes these dungeons a living hell, believe you me. Here, just give him this rat. We'll keep him quiet for a bit. He does these rituals, you know. Turns the stomach to anything for a little piece. I see the thrall of Ferdalai has prepared for us a fatted calf. The Dragon Lords will be most pleased. Beautiful. Innocent? Shh, my moo cow, don't tell them you're innocent. It's worse that way. Oh, Gervanius Mundi, accept this offering and let me be reborn in flames. Pine pitch, pig's fat, dry brush, rock oil. Don't forget hair. Hair burns. But a little bronze rattle that he loved so well, that only melts. That only melts. Yeah, I kind of wish I didn't know that. Finally, some peace. I tell you, some of these unbelievers seem normal, but they showed their true face after the Inquisitors got to work on them. Ah. Okay. Best not consort with them that's in the dungeons, eh? Consort? Do you think me a minstrel now? We got a rat problem. If nothing's done about it, we shall soon have a supply problem and a plague problem. They're no more content with the kitchen than the potboy is, and have run of the outpost. They feed off our scraps, unwanted guests at a meager feast. Have a good look around and roust up a few to slay. Adventurer, I hear some of my brother knights have made you a drudge. By the Fury, set your sights higher. I have for you a gallant mission. Slay the Dervanian outwatches that trammel our steps. They are as dogs, cherishing the Dervanians in the wordless forest of their minds. Every thought of fairy ring that vanishes by nightfall. Brandish these dragon scales when the outwatches are near, and they'll come. Finally, some proper work. see any. Ah, some rotting vegetables. Let's try this. It's that, and then you get one hit that's going to hit all three. I was going to mess with my UI, but let's wait till another time. Maybe I'll do that in between parts, because it's going to be fiddly. And honestly, you don't care what buttons I'm hitting on my controller. Any more spoiled vegetables? Aha! And are there yet more? Little scraps of food here and there. Maybe up on the wall? Oh! That's someone's mount. Data. Indoors? Alright, this just keeps going up. Okay. You just check for rats around here. Oops. Oh. Ah, it's a bell. Well, that didn't help us find these vegetables, but maybe up on top. If we went around the edge down here, we didn't go up the stairs yet. Aha! Da, 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 da. Wait a minute, I'm not sure I'm understanding this ability. Am I firing 3 times at one enemy, or am I firing at 3 enemies? It looked like I hit the guy with 3 heavy shots. A single target. So it's a DPS, it's a single target DPS ability. Let me just check that again. Barrage. Yeah, for single target weapon skill. And it doesn't like triple stack your dot or anything. So they really just want you to spend it on straight shots. It's a very minor DPS increase. I killed the rats. They remain too numerous, however. There must be a large nest somewhere down below. Kill the king rat, and the common rats will lose heart. I have tracked the rats well as I can. They look to slip outside as often as not. There must be an opening that leads to the nest, somewhere outside the stronghold. Outside? There we are. So there isn't actually an opening, there's a theoretical opening. Death to the king. You know, everything they gave me sent me to the east or to the north, nothing west. I guess there's not much out there. That's the end of the king, is it? Well struck. I'll see less of the foul little things I expect. Sailors talk of rats abandoning a sinking ship, do they not? Perhaps I should more rightly take it as a good omen that rats staying in Wyvern. It's been so long since I played a Dragon Warrior game. I don't care for the new style. I liked them more when it was all faceless protagonists and all that. Anyway, never mind. I mean, I named one of my characters. If you look at my Steam account whenever I log on to Phasmophobia, my name is Elena Wow, and Elena was my first World of Warcraft character, named after Elena from Dragon Warrior 3 or 4, one of them. God, it's been so long. I mean, that was like 12 years ago when I even named the character, and that was in memory of something I'd done like 10 years before. Here, a dragon scale. Alright, let's help that guy find his medicine for his wife. But if this substance is heretical, by no means am I gonna give it to her. The fiancé, I suppose I should say, not wife. Ooh, okay. That's a good place for a fort, where this little cliff here makes it sort of a natural barrier. I see why they put it here. Should we keep on heading east and actually turn in those things over there, in the hopes that the follow-up quests are not going to send us further east? Sure, why not? You'll know it when you see it, he said. Because it's a dragon? Because this is heretical dragon medicine? A suspicious alchemical concoction. I mean, clearly the game is going in the direction of, you know, the whole Inquisition and heresy thing is a bad thing. But I kind of wish it didn't. I could totally see being, you know, an Inquisitor and going around and rooting out heresy. That'd be fun. State your business. Ah, the leavings of unbelievers, most excellent. You've served with honor. Let us hope there is to be found here a clue. Long have I hated unbelievers, but no more, for they too serve the Fury, if not in life, then in death. What ruth has Hallonae to grant them such a chance? A brother knight has recently explained your kind to me. A sellsword lacks honor, and so does an adventurer lack discernment. No task is too menial, yet no cause is worthy enough. I have need of one such as you. In their boundless depravity, the Dervanians have lashed out against the gates of judgment. Pawing at the rubble would be more than any true Ishgardians could bear. Yet removed it must be. That is your task. Adventurer, idleness ill becomes a woman so hale. Go slay for us 5 battlers that nest in these parts. The crusade consumes the knights of Ishgard, body and soul. To you shall go such moils as we cannot stoop to, but at which you have enjoyed some success, if the tales be true. Your presence is a part of Hallonae's plan for us, the Fury be praised. What business have you here? Speak quickly. A request for what from Whitebrim? Weary? Weary are they? Cravens and fools. Tell Jean Tremont to take that knife edge and cut the throats of every knight who professes himself too tired to do his holy duty. Hang any peasant who dares plane over his singed pigs. Begone, ill messenger. Whitebrim Front will be fortunate if I do not reduce their allotment of supplies for this outrage. There's no Dex one. Can I go in? None shall pass. No. In order to enter Ishgard, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. You must be undertaking the quest coming to Ishgard. So we're not allowed to go in. For weeks. Now I'll be back in a few days, I'm sure. I missed one. Is it outside? There it is. I should be using my dots. Like, okay, let's actually figure this out. Let's figure this out. So, a normal hit on this guy hits for 136, 114, 111, 113. So about 113, 111, 112, depending on what other procs I get. It has the potential to give me a straight shot. So 113, 111. Putting a dot up hits for 60. Now they start taking a dot of 13, 14, 14. So if it ticks 10 times, then it's worth using. Well, no, it has to tick 5 times. And it ticks once per second? Or once every 2 seconds? So if the enemy lives for 10 seconds, then it's worth using a dot over using the main shot. Or at least we hit our break even point at 10 seconds. And I think most of these targets are lasting 10 seconds, so probably that's right. What about our poison? Here. So that hits for 75 right off the bat. Although that might have been a crit. No, 72 right off the bat. And then ticks for 10. So we break even if it hits 4 times? 3 times. Wow, okay, so yeah, it's worth using the dots. Even though we're only getting 10 seconds of their 45-second time, in that time it does enough damage to break even. I probably could have checked that somewhere. Let's be very careful about which one we're hitting here. Okay, I have to admit, I was thinking that it was purely the dot damage, and the dot damage I was going to show was not going to be enough. But the initial application of the dot actually hits pretty hard. So if it's already doing half of the equivalent of a regular shot, to put the dot on, then the dot only has to tick 3 or 4 times to make it worth it. And the poison dot is actually as good as the wind dot because of just because of how much initial damage it does. Okay, the more you know. I'm glad we actually bothered to check it. And I've just spent the past couple hours, or however long, killing enemies without a food buff. No wonder we only leveled up once. How about cooking? You've served well, though I fear the state of these gates is disquieting. You should have seen them as they were, adventurer. Not battered and wounded as they are now. The Dravanians are set on breaking my heart. My faith, I meant to say, with their assaults. They must quit this world. So ours, the one I'm looking for is purple. So this, okay. So purple is the bard's color. You look eager to serve, adventurer. Do not deny it. The fire in your eyes betrays you. There's something you can do. Slay chinchillas! How many of the beasts? I see the task excites you. 4 of goodly size will do. Now be as my Tirsil, and hunt the chinchillas thither. You've served well, adventurer. The battlers eat heartily of the bounty of the Sea of Clouds, and this we cannot allow. The fish of that sublime sea belong to the noble knights of the Crusade, not to lowly birds and beasts. The Fury has given us dominion over all creatures of this land, and the Dravanians too will understand this truth. Purple. And I'm going to give up trying to keep this meteor ring on, because we have not gotten a single spirit bond in all the time we've used it. I just think it's not worth it. Once we have really good gear, then we'll spirit bond stuff. Until then, we'll just buy meld things if we need to. So we need to go kill some chinchillas. Buy materia. Now when we have our buffs up, it's possible that this is no longer the case. That things die much quicker, so it's less worthwhile to bother putting buffs. But probably even in that case, it's decent. Of course, it does rely on getting them up early. I have to change my habit a little bit. We try this? It's level 39 and we're level 39. Okay. Oh, this isn't going to go well. No, we're just not doing the damage. Come on, reset. There you go. Even with our healing, we're still lower the HP than it. And like I said, this class, while it does seem very fun and does seem DPS-y, is squishy. I mean, it's appropriate for an archer to be squishy. But we only have the one heal. It's that 1 second wind, which is the roll action. It's not even part of the. It's not part of the class. We don't. But like our lancer or something, or the other classes, they all have these abilities where, on doing damage, we get a % of the healing. Do I really not have something like that as a roll action? No, I have these ones instead, which, you know, lets you kite. Maybe I need to get better at doing that sort of thing. Oh well. Ah, the Tercel of the Temple. What have I bid you bring? Have some fat. This is most excellent fat and well pulled. I'll see you have some skill at dressing beasts. Once rendered, it'll be fortified into a frostbite balm for our chocobos. Alone among beasts, the chocobos are to be honored. For every knight of Ishgard that has perished in the crusade, as many of the noble birds have died, none who witness a chocobo meet its end can fail to be moved. Alright, back to the main, to White Brim. And we're going to level up from turning these in, I'm pretty sure. So we'll be able to proceed with our MSP. Which just hit 40, right? It wasn't 40 until this most recent quest. So hopefully it'll sit at 40 for a bit. And we won't get leveled out again. And I've got at least another hour to play, I think. I mean, we're clearly going to a dungeon soon. I think we're going to do that one solo. We're not going to actually, you know, queue for it in a group. We'll do that. We'll do it random at some point. But I like to do the first play of it solo, so I can actually go slowly and figure out the layout and that sort of thing. Everyone's all rushing in the regular playthroughs. The dragon minions are dead. Do not feel like a woman grown with honor intact. Know that you removed one of the obstacles to the retaking of the stone vigil. How like the Dravanians to send their mindless servants to do their dirty work. We have the advantage over them, for all who serve Ishgard do so free, proud, and clear of thought. And this is what we're doing right now. This is why we ran out of side quests, because the side quests stopped being sufficient to push you up beyond them, you know? Like, we used to be able to do one area of side quests, and that was enough to get our character up to date. But instead, we're having to go from area to area to area, clearing them out fast in order to catch up. The poor soul. She still breathes, but adventurer, does he pray for her soul? A lavish blend of unnecessarily expensive ingredients based on a recipe conceived at the Alchemist Guild. Well, maybe it's not terrible. I assumed it was heretical. An alchemic concoction, as costly it is hard to obtain. You say 'twas hid in the forest. This bottle holds the truth of Lawrence's desertion. He ran that he might find it for her, and when he knew he was to be captured, he took great pains to hide it, knowing his pursuers would have simply destroyed it as a traitor's refuse. I cannot thank you for enough for keeping faith. If you'll pardon me, I have a patient to save. I thought she would die, but whatever. There we go, level 40. Just talking about shafts. And we gained something. A trait? Increased action damage. Increases the base action damage by 20%. Wow, just a flat out 20% buff in damage? I guess not to auto attacks, but to everything else I do. Now is it a stacking with this one or a replacement? So is it 10 on top of 20? Or 20 on top of 10? Or is it just 20 now? I mean, look how many traits there are in this area. So we get updated poisons, updated dots at 64. Imperial Arrow. Guarantees the additional effects when we get Imperial Arrow, which I don't have yet. But we can go and get this one if we go to our class quest. Deals unaspected damage with a potency of 100, 2-minute cooldown. You know, a lot of these... Okay, I get the impression that a lot of these abilities that are these cooldowns, at least for the Bard, they have this deals unaspected damage with a potency of a little bit of damage. Just so that they don't feel like you're wasting the DPS to cast them. Like, it's kind of like how the dots have that initial hit, and then they have the dot on them, so that it's still worth casting them. So this gives you a repertoire. Reduces weapon skill cast time. Stacks up to 4 times. So when this is up, we get a 16% cast time up. That's nifty. The mage ballad's probably a lot better, but that's okay. Well, we don't need to rush to go get that outside. We don't even have our interface set up to use it. And was that our last side quest? It was. Well, thank goodness, we only barely hit 40. Before we do anything else, what do we have? So we do have some new hunt targets nearby. The Isle of Umbra. East Shroud, Lark's Call. That's where the sylphs are, the tempered sylphs. Mordana, we haven't been there yet. Earth's Gift in South Shroud. I don't know that one. More Mordana stuff. Zanrak, haven't been there. But I believe that's the place, the Amalja place, in between the desert and Little Alamigo. More Sylphan stuff. Blue Fog. We need to go to Camp Blue Fog. But I haven't been there yet. Halfstone. What is Western Lanoskia? I don't have a good vision in my mind of it. So that's where Aleport is, of course. Okay. So it's up here beyond the gates. So Sahagin area. Okay. Yeah, we spent forever in Western Lanoskia. And this is the Isle of Umbra, which we have not been to. Looks like there's a dungeon there. Okay, well, we'll run into things, I'm sure, while running around. In case you've yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I used to put on a coat or something. I realized that soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Ah, but we've gotten to know these people. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you've been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise he's held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Ye. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Guilaume's motivations. 20,000 XP for that one quest. That's like four or five side quests. And then another one. We're just talking to the dude. Something troubles me about that Wounded Knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, but the main road leads to the southwestern gates. Since we've arrived in White Rim, I've seen no travelers arrive by eastern gate. He said he glimpsed a silhouette, illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jalot is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Maybe retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. So, out the east gates, I mean, we're going to go around, clearly, and to the north. Well, he was like around here. There's the city. So he was silhouetted against the city's lights, like right around here. So maybe he was down here. Ooh. A fallen dragon. I don't see many lightning elementals. Or you do, but they're sparks. They're not like these. These are plasma. Look like will-o'-the-wisps, kind of. The Inquisitor's corpse! This one. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you've just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Ghislaine. Newly come to Kurthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof the Inquisitor is an impostor, we've yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose. We must proceed quickly, Yang, before he learns his deception has been discovered. And I bet that our weapon will be upgraded. Yeah, this is a level 32 weapon. So let's go ahead and take that. Level 40 copper. An oak composite gun. Plus 6 damage. Perfect. Since Lord Dredamon has already been turned against us, I fear this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. What might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsement of 2 houses? The crook did say the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, mayhap that's the only way left to us. Confront Sir Gelot with the evidence you discovered, and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he might find it difficult to cope with such horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. I'm saying your name wrong, aren't I? Doesn't matter. You've returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an impostor. Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You'd have me believe that's all a lie? If you're so certain that your ludicrous story is true, go and speak with Sir Prunella. She was at the Eastern Gate that night and helped the Inquisitor carry me here. I will never speak against the man who saved my life. I mean, to be fair, it was the imposter that saved your life. So it's not entirely inappropriate. You! I do not believe I know you, madam. Move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it. Not at all. doubt. You know, don't you? Fury take me, I prayed this day would come. When Sir Gelo gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family. Secrets I'd never told another. He said if I kept his confidence, Sir Gelo and I would be spared, but if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Gelo to the infirmary, and on his first night in White Brim, Inquisitor Ghislaine was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing, seized while in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Julimon, but wanted to put an end to the madness. But then I'd remember the Inquisitor's threat, and so I did nothing. Until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago I followed the Inquisitor and found he kept draconian rosaries in a chest, hidden southeast of White Brim Front. I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire's locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Helenart, exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that's the entire truth. Paladin, forgive me for not acting sooner. Gotcha. Well, you probably saved Sir Francel's life, so, you know, good on you. But this whole thing could have been avoided. A suspicious box full of draconian rosaries. I see one right there on the surface. So I walk up to the man and say, "Hey, look at this. I've got so many rosaries, and they're all Dravanian. I guess that means someone else is a problem." Once want to be the person I took all those rosaries from that I have on my person, and I'm handing out to random people. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There had better be a good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic! Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence and your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, and for that I must deeply apologize. I'll permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Dravanian allies. I'm told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, yet together let us put an end to this impostor's heresy. Down the other way. Okay. Oh, are we going to go into this dungeon first? I thought we were going into this dungeon, Stone Vigil. Maybe it's two back to back. That would be interesting. I gotta say, I have enjoyed Kurthus quite a bit. I mean, it's only one zone, but I think it has as much story in it as like all of Gridania, all of Shroud. Oh, hello. Our new weapon hits quite a bit harder. Pieces of hippogriff sinew. That's the new version of Dynamite Web, perhaps? Or maybe no, maybe it's the equivalent of beast sinew. So, probably good for our leatherworking. Are there more hippogriffs? I know there were crocodiles here, but I need hippogriffs. We're gonna run back through this area. I'm sure we'll be able to find it. There's no crystal back in the White Room, so we're gonna have to run this path anyway. At some point, we're gonna actually bother with Triple Triad. I keep seeing the markers around all over the place. Who was that person? Huh. The young person there. Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Drillamon arrives, we're to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we'll need to use force. Are you prepared for that? You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Hallinay's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must? Oh, that's not a kid. That's just a woman. I thought that was a young man. But no, elves are just freakishly tall. But why? Why must I die? By all that's holy, I swear to you, I've never questioned the teachings of Hallinay. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. Yeah, there's no kids in this game. There's no young people. What am I thinking? My Lord Drillamon, what is the meaning of this interruption? You're aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guerlain and countless innocents. You're a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Grave allegations indeed, but you'll find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillamon, my conscience is quite clear. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you'll not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillamon, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fails against Dervanian fang and claw. Show him no mercy. He must pay for the innocent blood he has spilled. Yeah, he's an arcanist. There we go. Now we have ads. Where are they? Oh, those? Yes, those. Why did you run all the way up there to that one? I mean, you're causing some problems, man. He got himself killed, and then this dude reset and recovered all his health. What a waste! Oh, Trillamon's dying. Okay, never mind. He's got to heal him. Dragon's blood? Oh dear. My. You're not a dragon. Dragons have 4 legs. You're just a wyvern. No, that's a wyvern. Where is it? There it is. Why am I tanking? Put them on. There you go. At least I'm getting healed. My glamour's dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, they'll be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I've sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I'm content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, Whitebrim Front shall fall. You know, our outfit really isn't suitable for this climate either. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves naught better. I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You never should have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I've not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It's past time you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place for such matters. Pray visit me at White Brim Front, and bring your associates. Kind of mean, dropping me in right next to the frog. Well, apparently they don't want to give me the access to the dungeon yet. They just wanted me to come to the front of it. Okay, keep an eye out for hippogriffs. We need to kill 3 more or 2 more? Some number more. Our hippo surfs. One more. Where have you been, Ye? The false Inquisitor's been slain, has he? Yes, well, his tale always... His was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Though you've overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we've secured the Enterprise. Level 41. I think we might be stuck again. But there's apparently a whole bunch of new quests all around us, so... As I'm sure you'll agree, it's past time we enter the Stone Vigil. Pay Drillamallen a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow, anon. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guerlain would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand, it seemed too much to hope the Scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. It's gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate if you could permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It's the very least I can do, given all you've done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruins. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we've been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold in Kurthus, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we've pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change, or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Jolmon, but there's no guarantee it will prevail. In any event, we have not time to wait. We'll secure our property without Ishgardian aid. Well, that may be for the best. I'll inform Sir Nathalain of your impending visit. May Hallonae guide you, scions. Well, it's gonna let us go up there, but I don't think it's gonna let us turn it in. Let's go into this, do our class quest. You know, there are all these like level 40, 41 quests out throughout the world now. 46 here. But I remember there were some 41 quests. So maybe once we get over this hump between level 30 and 40, we'll have a lot to do as we approach the Realm Reborn's endgame. Come on. I remember tripping on this over and over again. It feels like we should be able to just jump right across it, but no. Let me guess, the stupid Ket Trap is still going to aggro us. Even though we're 15 levels higher than them. Maybe not. It's good to see you return, Ye, and more seasons still for your time in the world. Call me a spoony bard, but as a man in the winter of his years, it gives me great joy to observe an adventurer in the spring of hers. This is not a time for recollection. It was a spring day when a bard first came to my hometown. He played the most sorrowful chords, even as his words tantalized the ear like the breath of one's first love. Many a maiden's heart was stolen during his visit, and doubtless more besides. Would you believe that common bards, too, were born of archers? This may seem far-fetched upon first hearing, but it isn't so far a stretch. Ask yourself this. What becomes of soldiers when conflict gives way to peacetime? Some have lives they may return to, aye, but most must needs take up a new trade to make ends meet. Well, it so happened that many who had once bent a bow took to strumming the harp. They wandered the realms singing passionately and earnestly of the war, as seen through their own eyes, of sweet victories and bitter defeats, of sacrifice and cowardice. Their songs so captured the imagination of the people. Nary a day passed that a bard was not called to perform, be it in a humble tavern or some great lord's hall. Alas, their popularity proved their downfall. Intoxicated by the attentions of the masses, the bards took to embellishing their songs, in a bid to outdo one another. Over time, each song was shorn of verity, till the bard's repertoire contained not one shred of truth. By now you will know that such songs have no purchase upon men's hearts. Certainly a bawdy tune may set off its fits of laughter in a sailor, and a sorrowful ballad summon tears from the eyes of a soft-hearted maiden. Yet these are but pale shadows of what songs can achieve. For a blessing, this decline did not escape the notice of the mortals. As great patrons of the arts, they feared the true power of song might be lost to mankind. So it was they labored to gather and safeguard those crystals known as souls of the bard, that they might be bestowed upon worthy men and women. Now, well as I know you relish listening to my sermons, I dare say it's past time we moved on to the practical side of the lesson. I have mentioned this previously, but tell me, Are you perchance familiar with the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool? Nay. Well, that won't do at all. We must remedy this post-haste. The song recounts the massacre of Griffin Crossing, a battle that took place decades past, wherein countless Gridanian lives came to a premature end. But do forgive me, I seem to have mistaken the proper order of things. Before I begin, I must be convinced the point of the tale will not be lost upon you. Elsewise, I have wasted my breath in the telling it. Heed well these instructions. Make your way to Welwick Wood, where resides a mated pair of outgoats that have recently lost a kid. The pair have been driven mad with grief, and only death will put an end to the uncontrolled rampages. Linger in their territory until you encounter the beasts, then let fly your arrows of mercy. As you liberate them from their sorrow, so too shall your soul resonate with the echoes of a poignant melody. Okay. Actually, we might have been better off going south. But, whatever. You know, I didn't expect to enjoy the Bard quest, but I am. I love the history. I love the way he recounts the tale. This is 41, right? I mean, we're getting awfully close to the point where we should do these. Not quite yet, but close. Another 41. Up on top. Okay. I don't remember these bandits. Morning Billy and a morning Nanny. Thought experiment. So I've been gathering quite a bit of gil. I have I have 350,000 or so. Now, in another game, I had accumulated some gold and, well, not even talking about me. Let's talk about just in general. We were part of a guild and they were asking for money in order to pay for some sort of a group activity. And someone leveled up and they were like very low level and they gave like 10 gold as opposed to, you know, the hundreds of thousands that a strong player, a well progressed player might have delivered. And people found this low level player giving 10 gold. They thought that that was the most adorable thing ever, and wasn't it precious? And I was like, well, why don't you spend your time leveling? I don't know. There wasn't much actually thought of to this thought experiment. I just random annoyance. people care about things too much. I can almost hear the cries of mourning that have seared themselves into your soul. That you remain unbowed by such anguish is a testament to your spirit's fortitude. Yet even as your heart swells to contain these new experiences, you must not neglect your skills with the bow. A resilient heart must needs have a robust body in which to beat. Once you've trained both to equal strength, then shall I perform for you the ballad of the vainglorious fool. Song gauge expanded. Singing Army's Pain will display the action's corresponding song gauge, indicating the effect's time remaining. If repertoire is triggered while Army's Pain is sung, the bard is granted reduced weapon skill cast time. Okay, well, we didn't level, so unfortunately we're going to have to go back to Kurthis and do some side questing. But I think before we do that, let's take a hydration break. Everybody go get something to drink. I'll be right back myself. Alright. So no new quests at Camp Dragonhead. I thought maybe that would proc some on both sides, but no, only in Whiteburn. We do need to be on the lookout for potential targets. I think there were some new things introduced. We try to kill the rock. We can give it a try. Let me get Qua out then. Health bars are not looking like they're going in a good direction. Meg, head around a little bit. That looks much better now. I don't want to leech it. There we go. That's a whole side quest worth of XP. In just a few moments. I'm gonna make one change. We don't. I keep on talking about how eventually I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna replace the Warden's Pain with the new song. Just because I never used the one, and I'll rarely use the other. Thought there was something in that tree, but no, it's just a snowfall effect. Well, we're close to 41, and we have a ton of quests around here to do. They are level 40 quests, right? Yeah. So we'll just do a few of them. I would like to get this dungeon out of the way today, if possible. Oh, let's unlock the leaves first. I never read these because they're all the same text, or they're very similar text. There, before I'm gonna let you do the leaves, you have to prove that you're able to do them. I will give you a trial leave, and you know how well that goes. And then they're all, hey, that went well. At least I assume that's what they're saying. I haven't actually read it in some time. What am I doing? Just defeat enemies. Sounds good to me. Alright. I don't even think we need to do more than just one or two even. So let's just get a couple. Living on the edge. You're that, yay, aren't you? Well met, give us a hand. One of the dragoons has fallen clean over the cliff. He lives, praised the Fury. You can tell that much from the top. A brother knight stayed beyond the cliff and awaits a coil of rope. See here, can you go to the keep for the rope and deliver it thither? You sound like you two look like you might be related, so we don't want to do both of those quests. No, I could do both of those quests. I don't know, maybe I'm being lazy. A knight in shining armor! What do you want? You bring rope for the rescue. Excuse my churliness, but I've been stymied at every turn in helping my brother knight. It's made me forget my courtesy. With our coils tied end and end, it may be just long enough. Throw the end of it down to him. The fury help us, it will not fall. The wind blows it out of his reach yet again. What are we to do? Jump down with it? So you jumped down a cliff. On purpose. I can respect that. You're a woman with a plan. You do have a plan, don't you? Rope. High winds, huh? But this rope will hang straight with the weight of a man upon it. So we shall both climb back over the precipice. Yeah, you gonna help me up? They don't. You have to then go back the other way. I think that's hilarious. I mean, the way the quest is, the way the game handles questing, yeah, they can't actually have you go back up the rope, and I think that's definitely a sort of thing where World of Warcraft is ahead. I think that's hilarious, though. You jump down to give a guy a rope so we can climb back up. Now the quest is done. Report back. Can I climb up the rope? No. Report back. Unhurt, was he? The infirmary will be relieved to hear of it. Always short on something they are. Ishgard scolds us for using adventurers for too many things. But I say, sod 'em. They won't send reinforcements and threaten to denounce any knight who asks for them. The way I see it, a good adventurer is worth more than their words. Yep, another 4K left. Let's find another isolated person. That dude, Baron, what do you want? Adventurer, how would you like to assist a dragon slayer? I put a bolt through a dragon while manning the ballistas overlooking the gorges. I saw its death throes, and then it plunged. But nobody will believe me. I had not the time to collect the trophy before I was relieved, and they will not credit what they do not see. The carcass is out there at the bottom of their gorge, just waiting to be claimed. I hear you can find anything. I need a dragon bone. I mean, we saw it when we were looking for the Inquisitor. Big dead dragon down there. Look at that. That's pretty. This fog effect coming up. I thought this had to do with the Inquisitor, but I guess it's a separate quest. Did you get my dragon bone? That was my first dragon, you know. It's special. Yes, yes, a dragon bone. Who's spinning yarns now, huh? By the fury. Barangoy, Dragon Slayer, blessed in the eyes of Halane. I have dreamed of this. Do you realize I shall be commended by the Archbishop himself? Do I want to... this is actually not bad, but we just got some earrings, right? I'll take the int ones. They won't be good for me, but they'll be good for someone else. Well, for me on my other class. I have a hard time thinking of my character as having a unified single person, as opposed to switching between classes a lot. Anyway, let us go north and do this dungeon. Hey, we need dragonflies. Lord Druthmond has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the stone vigil whensoever you will. Oh, we probably could have done this at level 40. Or no, let's see, maybe it won't even let me in until 41. Yeah, it's level 41, so it would not have let me in. We're going in with a Marauder, a Conjurer, and a Thaumaturge, which means that these people are all being lazy. Why are we not going in with a Warrior, a White Mage, and a Black Mage? That's my question. I dare not AoE as much as I would on normal time. This being the party vengeance skills. I'm sure they're not overpowered like our friends Although probably at this point I can try it. Maybe it's fine as long as I just won't keep it, wait until it's only 1 or 2. Or give him a chance to build aggro or something. I don't know. Ignore me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh! You got me! You got me good! And it just leaves? Okay. There's a central courtyard that we're not able to get in. Oh, now we are able to get in. Never mind. What about over here? No. Looking for chests and things, you know. Nothing here. Yeah, and our dragon jumped down? Doesn't seem like it. So these empty rooms are just for verisimilitude. Like, it makes sense that there'd be... Like this fortress layout actually makes sense. It's not just a, Yeah! Oops. Blazing trail. Actually, I'm not that much. Yeah, I should have been more careful. But yeah, I approve of making this layout actually make sense and just be block by locked doors and things like that, rather than just making it like a long loop. It effectively is just a single path, but you know, they've done well at disguising it by having us weave through this interconnected area with blocked areas. Oh, it's a big dragon. Udo Udo. What's your deal, man? Ooh, maybe that was not supposed to be. I don't know, something about the way it's walking back and forth. At least it's a true dragon then. Look at these cannons. It's got 4 bores. I somehow think that's not how cannons work. Hey, we didn't get hit by it. So that's all you need to do, just keep moving forward. I should have moved forward. What was I doing? Oh well. I just said that you have to move forward. This black mage sucks. Oop, here's the dead end. And there's a chest! I'm not sure if multi-dotting and then AoEing is better than just AoE. I don't really care. I know it won't be better if we're doing this for real. But with this little NPC party, DPS is so low. Ah, this is just to force you to fight the boss. We got Whirlwinds. Bounce back. No direction. Probably don't want to be standing there. Not exactly the most complicated pad. That's a low dungeon. Simple enough, the NPCs can do it. Here, can we use any of that stuff? The eye patch, sure. I don't mind those long battles. It gives you a chance to work on your rotation. Like, I'm not even sure. Should I be stacking my balance on top of each other? Probably. I've not been. I've been not stacking them so that I can take advantage of them as we kill each group of mobs, each target. That's requested. In a situation like this, in a boss fight, probably I should be stacking. I kind of like the look of the lightning spell. Makes me want to level my thaumaturgy. Look, it's the Enterprise. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. The dragon is not our concern. We've come for the airship, and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare for launch. Yay, stay here, keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, we may need you to provide a distraction until we're ready to depart. You can manage that, can't you? That settles it then. Shall we, Sid? Bratty little kid. He's gonna wake the dragon. So you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. Are you aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests? A testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers, the Ixal are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe you'll best this foe. Only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Efreet, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it's you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle. Assuming, of course, you live that long. See, if I was in the group, I would not be sitting here watching this. I would skip it until we could, go fight the boss. Alphino, the dragon! Confound it. Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bear. Secret my rotation in the first couple seconds. That's the way to do it. That's not stamina. Or there. That seems like a bad place. Didn't do anything about that one. We gotta stand near the scholars so they can mention it. Or the conjurer. Oh. Okay, we got another batch. That might have been not a good time for it. It's probably gonna lift off in a moment. I should have waited until it came down again. A batch, was what I mean when we use all our cooldowns at once. And now they're all down. So probably that was fun. seconds, but the boss is dead. She looks so delighted. We finally lost that little band across our chest we were wearing. It was a good looking set. I'm not sure about this one. This one is a shirt that is buttoned far lower than it could be. It's not bad looking. I like the designs in it. Oh? Yay, are you alright? Speak to me. Well be praised, I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let's go and see what he has to say. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, it will not be a pleasant ride. I dare say it'll be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If we're all in agreement, let's return to Gridania. Though I'd like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it's plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we're to proceed with our mission. This is all so familiar. I know this airship if I could just... It's no use. Let's go. Oh, back in Gridania. Yeah, okay. How I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelveswood. I will not deny, the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair, and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Mount speed and curve this increased. Wow, yeah, that makes sense. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with the part of me I never knew was missing. It's hardly surprising. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we're to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I'm no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, that may not be enough. Confound it, there must be a way to have braved the fury of the elements. The elements? But of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see you propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though may have not to you, yea, we speak of the manifestations of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected ether, comprising Garuda's barrier, into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertine, who resides in Camp Drybow. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Mark met him, I assume. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he talked for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that poor Mark was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Yea, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. I guess I can just warp right away. We have like so much stuff in our inventory. Let's actually run to... let's run... Let me out. Let's run to our girl in the markets and just throw some stuff into her. And we do need to get another one at some point. I have been putting that off. Maybe we should just do that now. Think we could get a new bunny girl? Well, first of all, we have some things we can just sell. So, these. That. This map, we could probably try doing that. Sure, let's do the map after this. No, wait, let's sell some of our food. We don't need all that food. I'm gonna sell this ring because it's annoying. The regular potions we don't use anymore. Okay. So that made some inventory spots. And we need another. I need another retainer. I want a bunny girl. A white bunny girl. A decently tall one. With slightly larger breasts than typical. Face 4. Maybe a bit darker. I'm thinking long hair. No matter what we choose, it's going to be something long. You know, I'm liking this. Sure. Gotta have those big eyes. No, the ears were fine, as they were. Big ears, big ears. We don't need any blemishes. My shadow, that's fine. Can't even see this. Maybe because I have the cutter set though. No. No tattoos. No face paint. Yeah.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Woohoo!
That's good. Oops. What was this? Alright. No, we don't need to save it. Just go ahead and finalize. And they should be polite. And what nickname should I give them? How about an Elena? The name I've chosen is not available. Did I make the other one Elena? No, so now I have a Rye and a Raya. And I need to send the other one out on another venture. I should give you a venture too. So you are going to be an Arcanist. So I need to give you a book. I don't have a book. Just a moment. I need a level 1 book. There you go. Go on adventure. And I'm going to give you... Let's see. How about we give you all the stone? But I'll keep the metal on me. Oh, let's actually switch something else over to you too. Let's give you stone and leather stuff. I guess stone, leather, and bone. Alright, Rye. Hear about your adventure. Oh! No, that's you gaining experience, not me. I was hoping that was a way for me to lead some experience off you. You got some money. Well done. You're now experienced enough to undertake quick exploration. Quick exploration are brief assignments in which you dispatch them without instruction. The items they procure can range from worthless to priceless. The experience they receive is determined by the item procured. Impossible to predict the result. Potential benefits should not be underestimated. So it takes a minute, and they just find random things and get experience points. I think no. We should probably actually just have you go out and do the next field exploration. But in the meantime, let me take out any rock that you add, or any leather stuff that you add. Or bony stuff. Do these count bone? They do. Yellow yards and legs count bones. And I guess the shells are bones also. And cactuar needles are bones? I'll go with it. How about that? Bomb ash is a reagent, not a stone. Alright. So... But you do get all the reagents. And cloth. And food. Ingredients. And you get random stuff too. Like this glamour prison, sure. Okay. Then let's copy this, puts the other stuff on Raya. Ma, you are tall. The leather. Alright, now we have a nice little system. And a lot more inventory space. Alright, we said next thing we're gonna do is deal with this map. Finding treasure. Using a treasure map will bring up a window that reveals the rough whereabouts of a hidden cache. It's then up to you to cross-reference the area map and pinpoint its precise location. Upon arriving, use the general action Dig to locate and extract treasure. Be fairly warned, the chest may be rigged with a trap that lures creatures to it. This is in southern Thanaland. Near the city? Near Alamiga. Before we left Kurthus, we should have finished our other hunt target. Because we needed something from the south. So... right over here. Like this spot. Here, let me kill this golem. Bull. Oh, apparently that pulled a swarm onto me? Not sure how. Maybe it was living at the golem. Anyway, dig. Dig. There we go. Level 36 enemies? That's nothing. Unless they're going to come in quite much larger numbers. Oh, territorial pelicans. We got a moonstone and a handful of steel rivets. And some XP. What are you? You don't have a name. I mean, this is like friendly Amalja people. Interesting. Alright, I kind of want to do this customer support one, just because it's, you know, it's been sitting around forever. It's low level. I don't even have this in Northern Thailand. Let's go to it. This feels like one of those breadcrumbs quests where it's trying to just say, hey, you can go to this zone now. We're going to get there and there's going to be a ton of level 34 to 38 quests. Probably not. No quests here. Level 40 though. So probably we're going to end up here soon. And who are you? Adventurer? Adventurer. No, I don't remember ordering any. I would remember something like that, seeing as I'm the employee of the month for the 9th time. Thank you. Thank you. Shush now, I'm listening to the scruffy lady. An inquiry about the processed ceruleum shipment from Sintkat in Ul'dah. Interesting. I think I'm not going to do that one now. We'll wait until we are trying to level another class up. Getting them over that upper 30s hump. But there is something I need here, yes? Yeah, we didn't get this. Arimond. In Northern Thailand, where we are. Ooh, level 44 enemies. We can deal with that. 49 might be more trouble. Let's find an Arimon and see if... See how much of a problem this is going to be. I mean, I probably should stop whining. We're at a point where we could probably fight level 50 enemies. They just look scary, you know? Arimans are the things with the big eyes, like imps. There they are. Yeah, level 49. Let's see if we can do this. Well, if we blew all our cooldowns, then yes, we're able to produce them. But only just. Or we need 5. Let's see how it goes without cooldowns. But I'm waiting for full health. It's not bad. Maybe. Still had to use a heal. Dead. Maybe. Unless it does this at the cast. Nope. I don't think I counted. Alright, we'll come back and do that some other time. We could have waited for 20 seconds for the cooldowns to come up, but we did not. Hello. Why yes, I'm Professor Lambertine. Beg pardon, you wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly. Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow woman of science. So rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It is even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow. Unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct a field observation, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egad, woman, at least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. though I suppose you'll be bombarded with his energies until you place it within the vessel. Perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any event, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of ether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. This is giving off the impression of something that's being, radioactive more than anything else. I remember farming these guys for quite a while, looking for a bull leather, goat leather, owl goat leather. I think it's time to take these quests. Oh no, no. It's not working. My jaded scalp turns its nose up at verbal potation. You're that trusty adventurer. I need you to fetch something with all haste. Time is short, and the chrome is a cruel mistress. Long have I feared this day would come, but I am ready. The Furball tonic is dead. Long live the Snurble tonic. You know where to get Snurble blood, don't you? Snurbles, you say. Wrong! You get Snurble blood from a golden fleece. Don't think about it. Just go to the burning wall and kill 5. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I'm not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I've chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What have we here? A containment vessel. This is the handiwork of Professor Lambertine. You thieving knave, I shall call for... Oh, the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expand upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Oh, frabjous day, Kalu Kalay, that I should be chosen to guide this woman. Yes, I, Hahasako, greatest of Professor Lambertine's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your query. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I am just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous mere nights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from a large cluster. Place it within the pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. I don't get what's with Lalafels in their alliteration. I do like how, everywhere I go, whatever quest I'm being sent on, unless it's somewhere completely new, I've got, this is the place where we did the Bard quest. We killed some elf goats who lost their kid and learned the meaning of their sorrow. This was also the place where we killed a bunch of Snurbles, because that guy needed a hair tonic. This is also quite, and so on. Everywhere we go, this is where we farmed a whole bunch of leather for our leatherwork. This is where our what is that? Another one of these friendly emulsions. Floating stone. I still love Curious Gorge. That was the best. A rolling stone to yourself. Okay. You know about quartz doblins? Didn't expect you to. They're only found in the most dangerous reaches of Thanalan. Type of goblin they are, just kind of crunchier. Oh yes, they eat crystals, you know. And around these parts, there's a king's feast to be had. Makes the doblins grow pure, clear quartz right in their bodies. Can you get some for me? So is this a piece of the moon? Is that the idea of this? Or, of Dalamud? I don't know. These are cool looking. Reminds me of that hand we saw at one point. Let's kill another fleece before we move on, so we can just warp home. No, we're probably not going to be able to win because we're going to need to turn this much. Oh well, never mind. One, let me just jump down. Oh. They might want me to be fighting past the Mirror Knights. Like that might be part of the level, the experience point progression. But I'm not gonna. Wait a minute, now I'm getting turned around. There's one path and it leads up. No, it leads to a dead end. Wait. Was there a branch earlier that we missed? I need to go down. Aha! Here we go. Was expecting it to spawn a monstrosity or something, but never mind. I guess we are done. And because of the placement of that one dude, we need to run back. We can't just warp. Alas. Good hunting. Back in the clear crystal there? Them's what I was after. Clear as a god's piss. No offense intended. And a ring like a bell's. The calamity has changed a lot of things around here, but that's true enough. But it's still a treasure trove. Can't ask for more as a miner. Ignore the random friendly emoji right there. It's surely not that important. There's nothing wrong with being bald, man. Is this the end? I thought we'd always have each other, my hair and I. People only think of being bald as a bad thing because it happens with age. Snurble blood, you, madam, are a lifesaver. Now for the tonic. Uncork the sea pickles, never mind the effluvia, and a whittle of this and a pizzle of that, and there. Don't stand on ceremony. Tick-tock, tick-tock, put your back into it and work my scalp. Feel that, my precious tresses? Papa's coming to save you. Once again, I'm in your debt. Now that we know each other better, I can reveal the truth. This hair keeps me alive. I feel a great enervation of spirit whenever a strand is left on my comb. Surely that's proof enough. That's some good logic there, I love it. Sometimes you just gotta admit you're getting old. I see you've come galumping back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambertine will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. And upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. There's no mithril in these hills. I don't know what the people are thinking. My keen scholar's sense tells me you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? If you grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired. A corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected ether. For what purpose did you intend to use this crystal? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected ether? Oh dear. That may prove problematic. This crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I'm at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known of your intent, I would not have sent you to Haasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say this failure has taught you nothing? Think, woman. You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. Will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. The crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Valdesian. You've heard of them. Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I'd never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you on your task. From your task. You still have a corrupted crystal to find. Oh, great. We're really giving up this one? Yeah, that's a fairly upgrade. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lanoskia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lanoskia, where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was western Lanoskia, Pharos Sirius, on the Isles of Umbra. Ah, okay. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamat's talents or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain, she's still in Ailport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest she think you unprepared for the task. Did we turn this in? I kind of just want to knock that out because it keeps showing up in my bar. Maybe we'll do the trot game also. I'm not going to do any chocobo racing, I just want to get this out of my quest log. Speak with the race trainer to register. Register for the training courses to learn the fundamentals. Here is the registration form. Race Chocobo name. Choose a name. Why is this so complicated? Light. Angelic. The race chocobo, the light angelic. I am not qualified to do so yet because I haven't taken our training course, but I'm not going to. I just got the item out of my inventory. While we're here, let's play the number game. Or 7. 2. See what this is. So we have a guaranteed 12, which is kind of sucky. Or 7. We have an 11 to start. It's going to end up somewhere in the 12 to 18 range, which is not a good range. This would be at least 6, so we could potentially get a 9 from this. No, we can't. We could get a 7, which would be bad. A 10. And we can't get a 10. I think that's not good. Can we just go for something random like this? Aim for high numbers? Oh, that's a shame. I'm going to put together a little spreadsheet that will help us figure this out. Should I do that now? I don't really have time. Interesting. This could potentially be 1, 2, 3, which would be 10,000. That would be some nice money. This is starting out at 13. Potentially this could be very high numbers. But the chance getting a 1, 2, 3, even if we don't get it most of the time, the money from getting it once would be worth it. Let's go for that. Hey! 10,000. Very nice. Alright, so we got immediately a 16 there, until, which means it's going to be, and it's not going to be a 19, because we already have the 3 uncovered. So we're guaranteed to get above 100 if we take this one. I think that probably is our safe bet. So 300 there. Could have been better. So, oh, this is where it taunts us and says what the other potential combinations were. But we picked the best one. Oh, this would have been better. But we were second best. So I think we chose well that time. Well, so far we've gotten lucky with that. Alright, though, before I go on to the next place, I think I do need to stop. We'll come back either late this evening or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you're enjoying. Until next time.